Practicing in United Arab Emirates, that includes Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah and other 4 Emirates, is an option after BDS for a lot of young dentists. In today's video, we are going to discuss the entire process about it. If you're interested, stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dr. Satish Kumar and this is Kaizen Dental. Our aim here is to help dentists succeed. Today's video is close to my heart because I've done my entire schooling, that's from kindergarten to 12th in Dubai. So without further ado, let's begin today's topic. United Arab Emirates or U.A.E consists of basically 7 Emirates. They include Abu Dhabi, which also has a satellite city, Al Ain, Dubai, Sharjah, ras-al-khaimah, al-Quwain, Fujairah and Ajman. Now for practicing in each of these Emirates, the rules are slightly different. For practicing in Dubai, you need to be registered with the DHA, that is the Dubai Health Authority. With Abu Dhabi, if you intend to practice, you need to be registered with the Health Authority of Abu Dhabi, and for the rest of the Emirates, you need to be registered with the MOH or the Ministry of Health. We will be explaining the entire process of how to register yourself with the DHA, and towards the end, we'll also explain the differences of how to register with HAAD or the MOH. For practicing in U.A.E, the first thing you need to remember is you have to have a valid degree certificate. After that, you also need to have an experience of 3 years. This includes your 1 year of internship. So after a 5-year course, 2 years of experience is a must even before you apply. For getting yourself registered with the DHA, there are basically 3 steps. Step number 1 is self-assessment. Step number 2 is registration, application of documents and verification process, and step number 3 is giving a Prometric CBT test. The first step on getting yourself registered with the DHA is to go to the Sharian website of the DHA and enter the self-assessment form, where you put in details like when did you get your degree, how much experience you have, whether you're registered with your dental council or not. Once you do that, you have to click submit. On submitting the details, they will tell you whether you are ready to enter the process or not. If they reject your application and you think you are surely qualified to apply, you can click the manual process. The manual process would cost you 200 dirhams. Once your first step, that is the self-assessment, is over, you will have to go and make a unique ID for yourself. That involves a complete registration process. The DHA has tied up with data flow to manage the entire process. It is extremely seamless and not at all difficult. Once you register yourself, you will be prompted to submit a set of documents. These documents include your passport copy, a photograph, your degree certificate, the various experience certificate letters you have. Along with that, you also need a good standing letter from the local state dental council. That should not be more than 6 months old. Once you submit all these documents, the data flow company will verify it. The entire process of verification would cost you 1,235 dirhams. After the verification process is complete, you are allowed to give the DHA exam. It is a Prometric computer-based test. It consists of 100 questions. You need to score 60% to pass it. There are various centers in India, like in Mumbai and in Delhi. It is usually a 3-hour examination or a 3-hour slot which you get, but this includes 30 minutes of verification. So the exact time you get to fill in the 100 questions is 2.5 hours. You have 3 attempts to clear it. If you fail 3 times, then you cannot reapply it unless you upgrade yourself and do a further degree. Like if you have applied for general dentist and you fail 3 times, only once you become a specialist, that's after you do your MDS, you can reapply. The Prometric CBT exam would cost you $220 US. Once you clear the theory, that's the 100 marks MCQs, you will be given an eligibility letter. The eligibility letter is not a license to practice there. With that eligibility letter, you would have a year to search a job in Dubai. In that 1 year, once you get a job, usually the hospital or the clinic with whom you're working will get your license. You will also require to take a malpractice insurance from them. If you do not get a job in 1 year, you can extend your eligibility letter for another 5 years. But you have to prove that during that period you were doing clinical practice somewhere else. If not, if you had a break of more than 2 years, you would have to show that you were undergoing a certified training program. Now, there are a lot of videos and articles online which talk about an oral assessment exam after the theory exam. But we have spoken to 3 people who have recently cleared the entire process. They have told us that there is currently no such oral assessment examination which is conducted. Before we go forward and explain the differences if you are applying to the MOH or the HAAD, I would like to remind you that do not forget to subscribe to our channel because we come up with such content regularly. And I hope you are enjoying our video. If you are, do not forget to hit the like button below. Now, if you're applying for the MOH or the HAAD, the procedure is more or less similar. The major difference is in the HAAD, the passing marks required to clear the Prometric exam is 65%, and it is a 150 MCQ based examination rather than a 100 marks examination. Since the process of applying for Abu Dhabi, Dubai and rest of the Emirates is different, you first need to decide which Emirate do you want to practice in and then apply accordingly. This is the gist of the entire process of practicing in U.A.E after BDS. I'm Dr. Satish Kumar. This is Kaizen Dental. Our aim here is to help dentists succeed.